The Eicma 2025 is set to become the most spectacular event in recent years. All eyes are now on Kawasaki, the legendary green brand that never fails to make a bold statement on the world stage. This year, they're rumored to unveil a lineup of new motorcycles ready to shake up the global market. From timeless retro icons to cutting-edge sport machines, here are the 10 most anticipated Kawasaki motorcycles at Eicma 2025. For motorcycle enthusiasts around the world, few names resonate with as much legacy and performance heritage as Kawasaki. From the golden era of the 1980s superbikes to today's modern retro movement, Kawasaki has continuously managed to balance nostalgia with cutting-edge engineering. Among its iconic machines, the Kawasaki GPZ 900R, launched in 1984, holds a special place in history. Often regarded as the world's first true superbike, it was revolutionary with its liquid-cooled, 16-valve, inline-4 engine capable of hitting speeds over 240 kilometers per hour. It didn't just redefine sport bike performance, it became a cultural icon, even appearing in Hollywood's Top Gun. The GPZ 900R was the beginning of a new era for Kawasaki, shaping the DNA of its future Ninja lineup and cementing its reputation as a performance powerhouse. Fast forward to recent years, Kawasaki has reignited its retro spirit with the Z900RS, a modern reinterpretation of the legendary Z1. Introduced in 2017, the Z900RS captured the hearts of riders who longed for the classic lines of the 1970s while enjoying the benefits of modern technology. It combined timeless styling, such as the teardrop fuel tank and round headlight, with advanced electronics, ABS traction control, and a smooth inline-4 engine. The Z900RS quickly became a global hit, proving that retro motorcycles still had a strong demand in today's market. It showcased Kawasaki's ability to respect its heritage while adapting to contemporary expectations. Now, Kawasaki seems ready to take the next big step. Reports suggest that the company is preparing the return of another legendary name, this time the GPZ. The upcoming Kawasaki GPZ 900RS is expected to merge the spirit of the original GPZ 900R with the modern foundation of the Z900RS. Leaked renderings and early concepts point to a motorcycle with aggressive fairings, advanced aerodynamics, and updated LED lighting, yet still carrying the soul of its 1980s ancestor. Positioned as a retro-inspired sport bike, the GPZ 900RS could become the perfect bridge between Kawasaki's rich history and the future of performance machines. With a blend of nostalgia, modern performance, and cutting-edge technology, Kawasaki's new GPZ 900RS is set to capture both old-school fans and a new generation of riders who crave a superbike with character. Kawasaki's legendary Z-Series has embodied the perfect blend of power, heritage, and unmistakable character. The story began in 1972 with the Kawasaki Z1 Super 4, a machine that redefined the superbike era with its groundbreaking 903 cubic centimeters inline-4 engine. Its muscular stance, round headlamp, and iconic teardrop fuel tank became symbols of Kawasaki's engineering prowess and rebellious spirit. This DNA evolved over the years, giving birth to modern classics like the Z900RS and Z650RS, motorcycles that seamlessly merge retro styling with contemporary performance. Each model carries the essence of the Z1 while embracing the technological advances of today, appealing to riders who crave nostalgia without sacrificing modern precision. Among the legends of the past, one name that stands out is the Kawasaki Z400FX, launched in the late 1970s. It was a lightweight, high-revving machine that captured the hearts of young riders across the world, embodying Kawasaki's fun-to-ride philosophy in a compact, agile package. Today, the spirit of that motorcycle is being reignited for a new generation as Kawasaki prepares to unveil the all-new Z400RS, a retro-modern masterpiece designed to bridge heritage and innovation. Set to debut soon, the Kawasaki Z400RS will reportedly feature the same powerful engine found in the Ninja ZX4R, a 399 cubic centimeters, liquid-cooled, 4-stroke, DOHC, 16-valve inline-4 power plant. This high-revving unit, with a bore and stroke of 57mm x 39.1mm and a compression ratio of 12.3 to 1, produces a thrilling 75 horsepower, making it one of the most potent engines in its class. Combined with classic styling, round LED headlamp, twin analog style gauges, and a sculpted retro fuel tank, the Z400RS promises a perfect fusion of vintage elegance and cutting-edge performance. Kawasaki's move comes at a critical time, just a month after Honda successfully launched its CB500SF, a model that has quickly gained attention for its balance of style and everyday usability. However, Kawasaki aims to steal the spotlight with the Z400RS's four-cylinder symphony and sportier personality. If the rumors hold true, the Z400RS could redefine the middleweight neo-retro class, reviving the golden age of the Z series with a modern heartbeat that screams performance and passion. Kawasaki has officially unveiled a new S variant of the Z650 for the European market, a fresh evolution of its popular middleweight naked bike that leans further into the brand's bold Sagome design philosophy. With a sportier riding posture and sharper styling, the new Z650S takes the familiar agility of the Z650 and injects it with an extra dose of aggression and presence. Visually, the Z650S looks more like its smaller sibling, the Z500, than the standard Z650. The tank shrouds extend aggressively forward with sharp lines above exposed radiator covers, while the headlight design now mimics the Z500 and Z900, featuring a triple LED setup that replaces the wider twin-lamp configuration of the non-S model. The result is a sleeker, more compact, and assertive front profile that radiates energy even when standing still. Kawasaki also fine-tuned the ergonomics for a more engaged ride. The Z650S adopts a new fat bar handlebar, 1.2 inches wider than before, paired with a taller and thicker seat raised by 0.8 inches. This setup naturally shifts the rider into a slightly forward-leaning stance, perfect for spirited street riding. Two optional seat designs are available for those who want to tailor comfort or height even further. Mechanically, the Z650S retains the trusted heart of its sibling, a 649 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine expected to produce 67 horsepower at 8,000 revolutions per minute and 48.5 lb-ft of torque at 6,700 revolutions per minute. It continues to use a steel trellis frame, 41mm telescopic fork, and a horizontal backlink rear suspension with adjustable preload. The main visible change is the adoption of round brake discs, replacing the pedal-style rotors of the base model. Inside the cockpit, a 4.3-inch TFT display now offers two gauge layouts, a traditional bar-style tachometer or a futuristic hexagonal design. Riders can also switch between white and black backgrounds manually, or let the bike do it automatically based on ambient light. While the Z650S has only been confirmed for Europe, documents from the California Air Resources Board, ARB, reveal two new 2026 model codes, ER650W, ABS, and ER650X, non-ABS, pointing to the S variant's upcoming arrival in the US. Interestingly, the standard Z650 ER650R was missing from the list, hinting that the Z650S might replace the original model entirely for North America. With its sharper looks, refined ergonomics, and the same proven performance, the Kawasaki Z650S brings a bold new edge to the middleweight naked segment, a fitting evolution of the iconic Z lineage, where Sagome design meets everyday rideability. For over 5 decades, the name Kawasaki Z has symbolized power, craftsmanship, and timeless style. It all began with the legendary Kawasaki Z1 in the early 1970s, a motorcycle that shattered expectations with its 900 cubic centimeters inline-4 engine and bold design. The Z1 didn't just redefine performance, it created a legacy. Decades later, Kawasaki revived that same spirit with the Z900RS, a masterpiece that perfectly merges classic aesthetics with modern engineering. With its round LED headlamp, sculpted fuel tank, and signature dual analog dials, the Z900RS became an icon among riders who appreciate heritage blended with technology. Powered by a 948 cubic centimeters engine tuned for smooth torque and linear power, captured the very essence of the original Z, reborn for a new generation. Following its success, Kawasaki continued expanding the retro sport lineup with a highly anticipated Z400 RS, set to launch soon as a more accessible version of the RS family. The Z400 RS carries the DNA of its larger sibling, but in a lightweight form, designed for riders who crave the nostalgia of the past with the agility of modern performance. This move comes at a time when the neo-retro market is heating up. Just recently, Honda officially launched the CB1000F, a bold, futuristic reinterpretation of the classic CB series, blending 1980s-inspired design with high-tech sophistication. Its debut reignited competition in the modern classic arena, challenging Kawasaki to once again elevate its game in design, performance, and emotion. Now, the spotlight turns back to Kawasaki as the brand prepares to unveil the next-generation Z900 RS. Rumors suggest major updates, refined bodywork, advanced rider assist electronics, and improved ergonomics, all while preserving the unmistakable retro character that defines the RS legacy. Expected to be revealed in the coming months, the new Z900 RS aims to reaffirm Kawasaki's dominance in the retro sport segment, a perfect fusion of heritage, heart, and high performance that celebrates the past while racing toward the future. For the
Kawasaki to reignite the two-stroke world with the launch of the new KX350 in early 2026. In a bold move set to rekindle the passion of motocross enthusiasts around the world, Kawasaki is preparing to launch the long-awaited KX350 two-stroke in early 2026. This innovative machine is poised to bridge the gap between two legends, the raw power of the iconic KX500 and the agile precision of the KX250. With the resurgence of two-stroke bikes in both professional and amateur motocross scenes, Kawasaki's timing couldn't be better. For decades, the KX500 reigned as the king of unfiltered, pure power. Its unmatched two-stroke torque, explosive acceleration, and dominance in desert racing and off-road competitions made it a true monster of its time. Meanwhile, the KX250 two-stroke, with its lightweight chassis and razor-sharp handling, became the weapon of choice for competitive riders seeking agility and control. Kawasaki mastered both ends of the spectrum, raw strength and surgical precision, and now, they are combining those traits into a revolutionary new platform. The 2026 KX350 two-stroke promises to inherit the best of both worlds. Early prototypes reveal a meticulously engineered engine that blends the adrenaline-pumping power band of the KX500 with the agility and race-ready DNA of the KX250. Riders can expect a modern aluminum frame, advanced suspension technology, and cutting-edge fuel management, ensuring this bike is not just a nostalgic throwback, but a serious contender at the highest levels of competition. Kawasaki aims to reintroduce the thrill of high-performance two-strokes, with a machine built for the modern era. The KX350 is not just a tribute to the past, it's a declaration of the future. Whether you're a veteran who remembers the scream of the KX500, or a new rider honing your skills on the KX250, the KX350 promises a riding experience that's tough, refined, and ready to launch. The legacy continues, only louder, faster, and sharper.
Kawasaki has officially introduced the all-new KLE 500, marking the return of a legendary name that once defined middleweight adventure riding. The 2026 KLE 500 brings together modern technology, rally-inspired styling, and a lightweight frame, crafted for riders who seek freedom beyond the pavement. At first glance, the KLE 500's rally-bred character stands out. Its tall stance, 21-inch spoked front wheel, elevated fuel tank, and large windscreen are designed for exploration and endurance. The motorcycle will be available in two trims, the standard model and the SE version, which upgrades to a taller windscreen, reinforced handguards, a larger skid plate, LED lighting, and a 4.3-inch full-color TFT display. The riding position has been fine-tuned using ergonomics inspired by Kawasaki's KX Off-Road series. The slim bodywork allows effortless transitions from seated to standing positions, while the wide aluminum handlebar and strategically placed foot pegs deliver superb balance and control. The seat, positioned 33.8 inches off the ground, features a hollow cushion design for all-day comfort during long journeys. Under the bodywork lies a 451 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine, the same power plant that drives the Ninja 500, Z500, and Eliminator. Although Kawasaki has yet to release final specs, it's expected to deliver around 51 horsepower at 10,000 revolutions per minute and 31.7 lb-ft of torque at 7,500 revolutions per minute, offering smooth power delivery for both highway cruising and technical trails. The new high-tensile steel trellis frame, weighing just 21 kilograms, has been purpose-built for adventure. Engine mounting points help lower the center of gravity, improving stability while maintaining 6.8 inches of ground clearance. Cast aluminum swing arm adds rigidity and strength, while the front 43mm inverted cartridge fork offers 8.3 inches of travel, and the Unitrack rear shock provides 7.9 inches of travel, perfect for conquering varied terrain. Braking performance is handled by a 300mm front disc with twin-piston caliper and a 230mm rear disc, both supported by a switchable Nissan ABS system for off-road flexibility. The KLE 500 also includes dual-sport IRC GP410 tires, LED headlights, an adjustable windscreen, and an accessory bar for mounting navigation or cameras. The 2026 Kawasaki KLE 500 will soon reach showrooms. The base model in metallic carbon gray/ebony starts at $6,599, while the KLE 500C, offered in pearl blizzard white and metallic bluish green, starts at $7,499. Kawasaki has thrived on a unique balance between heritage and innovation. Few motorcycles embody that heritage more than the legendary Kawasaki 250TR, a lightweight scrambler introduced in the 1970s that became a symbol of freedom and individuality. With its rugged simplicity, approachable handling, and iconic styling, the 250TR won the hearts of riders who valued adventure over pure speed. Though it eventually disappeared from production, its spirit has remained alive in the memories of enthusiasts worldwide, many of whom have long wished for its return in a modern form. On the other hand, Kawasaki's engineering expertise has been consistently proven in the quarter-liter sport bike segment, most notably through the Kawasaki Ninja 250. Powered by a refined 249 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine, the Ninja 250 earned its reputation as the ultimate entry-level sport bike, smooth, reliable, and capable of delivering spirited performance for riders of all levels. Across generations, it evolved with sharper designs, modern fuel injection, and upgraded technology, setting the benchmark in the 250 cubic centimeters category. Now, Kawasaki appears ready to merge these two legacies into a single groundbreaking motorcycle. Rumors suggest that the new 250TR revival will be powered by the Ninja 250's parallel twin engine, but with a crucial twist. The engine has been carefully retuned and remapped specifically to suit the Scrambler's character. Instead of chasing high RPM sport bike thrills, this version of the twin-cylinder motor is expected to emphasize low to mid-range torque, delivering smooth and responsive power ideal for both relaxed city cruising and light off-road exploration. Adjustments to the ECU, gear ratios, and intake systems could transform the Ninja 250's heart into a power plant that perfectly matches the spirit of the TR. If this vision becomes reality, the result would be a motorcycle that feels authentic to its heritage while offering the advantages of modern engineering. The revived 250TR will combine retro-inspired Scrambler styling, upright ergonomics, wide handlebars, and a rugged stance, with a dependable and refined performance of a specially tuned Ninja 250 engine. For Kawasaki, such a launch would mark not just the return of a classic, but the creation of a new category, a motorcycle with timeless looks, modern reliability, and performance adapted for today's riders. The return of the 250TR could well redefine what it means to ride a modern scrambler, nostalgic in design, but powered by a carefully adjusted parallel twin heart that beats strongly for a new generation. The Kawasaki's E-Series has represented a perfect fusion of raw performance, distinctive design, and the unmistakable Sagome spirit that defines Kawasaki's Street Fighter lineage. Since the 1970s, models bearing the Z badge have embodied a mix of power and style that set new standards in the world of motorcycles. It all began with the Z1 Super 4 in 1972, an era-defining superbike that established Kawasaki as a leader in engineering excellence. The legacy continued through the 1980s with iconic names like the Z400FX, a machine that captured the hearts of riders for its perfect balance of sporty handling, smooth inline-4 power, and everyday practicality. The Z400FX in particular became a symbol of Kawasaki's engineering mastery, combining advanced technology for its time with a timeless aesthetic that still inspires modern designs today. Its clean lines, round headlamp, and muscular stance reflected the pure DNA of Kawasaki's performance spirit. Decades later, this lineage evolved through models like the Z650, Z900, and Z400RS, each carrying the soul of the original ZS while embracing modern performance and technology. Now, Kawasaki is ready to rekindle that golden spirit with a modern reinterpretation, the Kawasaki Z250FX, a retro-inspired naked bike that brings the legendary FX style into the 21st century. Powered by the newly tuned 249.8 cubic centimeters inline-4 engine from the Kawasaki Ninja X25R, the upcoming Z250FX promises to deliver the high-revving thrill that Kawasaki fans crave. This 4-stroke, DOHC fuel-injected engine has been re-engineered for smoother power delivery and improved mid-range response, producing a maximum output of 50 horsepower at 15,500 revolutions per minute and 22.9 Newton-meters of torque at 14,500 revolutions per minute. The Z250FX isn't just about performance. It's a tribute to Kawasaki's history, combining the iconic look of the Z400FX with cutting-edge modern engineering. Expect a lightweight chassis, advanced suspension, and a design language that seamlessly bridges nostalgia and innovation. With its classic round headlight, sculpted fuel tank, and minimalist lines, the Z250FX stands ready to reignite the passion of riders who appreciate both history and horsepower, an authentic rebirth of the Kawasaki FX legend. For the
roar of the 1970s is about to echo once more on modern roads. Kawasaki, the Japanese marque known for its bold engineering and racing heritage, is reportedly preparing a thrilling revival. The iconic Z754 is set to make a grand return. Enthusiasts of retro machines and modern muscle have every reason to be excited, as the reborn Z750 promises to merge nostalgic aesthetics with contemporary performance and technology. The original Kawasaki Z750, born in the shadow of the legendary Z1900, first hit the streets in the mid-1970s. While the Z1 had revolutionized the large displacement motorcycle world, the Z750 offered a more accessible yet similarly thrilling experience. With a 738 cubic centimeters inline-4 engine, stylish ducktail design, and a riding stance made for long cruises and urban battles alike, the original Z754 became a cult classic. It embodied the freedom and raw power of its era, a true tribute to Kawasaki's ambition during the early superbike wars. Fast and Kawasaki seems ready to bridge past and future once again. Leaked prototypes and concept renderings suggest the return of a retro-modern machine, a Z754 that wears its vintage heritage with pride but backs it up with 21st century engineering. A round LED headlamp, classic green and white livery, and a sweeping 4x4 exhaust pay homage to the past. Underneath, however, expect a high-performance inline-4 engine, liquid cooling, ride-by-wire throttle, traction control, and possibly even smartphone connectivity, all discreetly hidden beneath a body that looks straight out of 1975. A retro war ignites, Kawasaki's Z754 to challenge Yamaha and Honda. While the design will tug at the heartstrings of classic bike lovers, Kawasaki isn't simply aiming for nostalgia. The new Z754 is being positioned as a direct competitor in the increasingly popular retro-modern segment, currently dominated by rivals such as Yamaha's XSR 700-900 and Honda's CB650R. Each of these bikes mixes vintage styling with modern tech, but Kawasaki's approach is bolder, embracing its past more authentically while infusing it with real power and modern safety. With Yamaha leaning heavily on the MT platform to support its retro machines, and Honda's Neo Sports Cafe lineup emphasizing style over performance heritage, Kawasaki may have found a unique sweet spot. Rumors suggest the new Z754 will produce upwards of 90 horsepower, placing it comfortably in middleweight territory but with torque tuned for everyday fun and spirited backroad rides.
In today's motorcycle world, the retro trend has found its way back into the hearts of enthusiasts. Kawasaki is one of the brands that has successfully revived nostalgia through its RS series, such as the Z900 RS and Z650 RS, both directly inspired by the legendary Kawasaki Z1. Even in the mid-size class, Kawasaki has experimented with models like the Z250 RS, a machine that captivates riders with its classic styling. The philosophy behind the RS line blends the aesthetics of the past with modern technology, offering the perfect choice for riders who want timeless looks without sacrificing performance. On the other side, competition in this segment has grown even fiercer with Honda's recent launch of the CB500SF, a modern naked bike powered by a four-cylinder engine carrying the iconic Super 4 name. The CB500SF raises the stakes, aiming to dominate the market with its combination of larger displacement performance and the legendary heritage of Honda's CB family, stretching back to classics like the CB400 and CB750. Kawasaki, of course, will not stand still. Historically, the Z series has always stood as Honda's strongest rival, battling head-to-head with the CB line for supremacy. This timeless rivalry is not just about engine output, but also about preserving iconic design and identity that each brand has carefully built over decades. Now, fresh reports reveal that Kawasaki is preparing to introduce the Z450 RS, positioned above the Z250 RS while carrying the same retro-modern DNA of the RS series. Expected to borrow its engine platform from the latest Ninja 500, the Z450 RS promises more power while remaining practical for daily riding. With a 1970s-inspired design wrapped around modern engineering, this new Kawasaki will stand as a direct challenger to Honda's CB500SF. Its arrival is set to intensify the eternal rivalry between Kawasaki and Honda on the global stage. For the latest information, stay tuned to Mita Moto. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can continue growing this channel together.